Hey everybody, Chris here. We've got two Dogecoin scenarios to take a look at in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out as well as when I do live streams. We're getting close to the end of 2025 and the markets aren't really doing great. Things are really quiet in trading, as I talked about, between Christmas and New Year's. Always slow trading. All these accounts on crypto Twitter saying, oh, volatility, like, oh, no, none of that's happening. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts in the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here looking at the current Dogecoin price. It's 12.38 cents. It's still a little bit above where we were yesterday, but still recovering a bit from the night before where we fell down. But we zoom out to like the 4-hour chart and we're just going sideways. We've been going sideways since Christmas Day. And so there's not a lot of movement always between Christmas and New Year's. So I would be surprised to see anything big. I mean, we did come up to about 12.8 cents, wiping out some of the newer shorts on Doge. And then the price comes right back down and takes out some of the newer longs. So we talked about that in my live stream on Monday. Next live stream will be Tuesday. That'd be 4 p.m. East Coast time. Join in on the live streams. We talk about a lot more. If you have any questions, not only about Dogecoin or Bitcoin, the crypto market, finances, anything you want to talk about, come on, join the live stream. And we do have a lot of fun. Talk about food and other things. So we do enjoy it. But this is where we are right now. It's just chopping around sideways. And here's Bitcoin, right below 88,000. Again, Bitcoin has had some spikes up and then coming right back down. And a spike up and it coming right back down. And this is what we had before, right? On Sunday, even a spike up, coming right back down. Total manipulation of the market, as I called out on X. Again, if you haven't followed me over on X Twitter, I am at Chris Pax there as well. And that's where I am when I'm not here on YouTube. So join in on that as well. But what is going on? I mean, today, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin pause ahead of FOMC minutes release. And there are some crypto Twitter accounts saying that volatility or Fed emergency meeting, going to talk about rate. No, they're not. No, they're not. The FOMC doesn't meet again until late January. They're just going to release minutes of stuff that we already know. There's not going to be anything groundbreaking in this. And it's the week between Christmas and New Year. So things are just, there's no volatility here, guys. There's no volatility here. Crypto Rover does remind us, though, that as 2025 is about to close, right now the yearly return for Bitcoin is still in the red. Typically, it's a 4-year cycle, right? 2014, Bitcoin ends in the red. 2018, Bitcoin ends in the red. 22, Bitcoin ends in the red. The next red should be 2026. That's next year. Is the whole market kind of shifting to the left and front running a bit more? Particularly because of October, November, December, 3 red months in a row. And again, we haven't had that since all the way back to 2018 when we had October, November, and December all red. So that may mean that the whole market is shifting a little bit to the left, kind of front running the typical 4-year cycle, as I talked about, right? It was a 3-year, 11-month cycle actually that we had for Bitcoin. We'll be getting into more of this kind of stuff on Thursday, my annual price prediction and outlook for the next year. So my 2026 Dogecoin, Bitcoin, crypto market price prediction video will be coming out. So do watch for that. Unfortunately, right now, we're still in extreme fear, just like we were yesterday, just like we were last week. This isn't moving, and it's not going to move anytime soon, unless we get the wild card, which I'll talk about in a minute. Overall, all these rainbow charts, right? We've seen all these Bitcoin rainbow charts, and this was supposed to be back up in the orange and the red, $200,000, $300,000 Bitcoin, and that's what most predictors were talking about at the beginning of the year for the Bitcoin price at the end of the year. Everybody got it wrong. I hear all the time, oh, Chris, you're always wrong. Everybody got this cycle wrong. So it's what we have. And as I also talk about of this sort of law of diminishing returns, which is why you use these arcs in the first place, right? As the market cap gets bigger, right? There's less volatility in the movement, and it's all kind of flattening out. We're not going to have these huge runs like we had in 2021 and 2017. I think those are a thing of the past. And things kind of flatten. I mean, there's still some big runs in here, percentage-wise. And meme coins and others can still do much more, but there's always more risk in that as well. So that's kind of what we have right now, overall. For Doge, Dogecoin continues to rank in the top 10 for cryptos. Shows broad holder distribution and real engagement, massive cultural staying power for Dogecoin. And here are the top 10 cryptos right here. And here's Dogecoin, still number 9, not dead, right? Not going to zero. $20 billion market cap. So despite people, inflation, right? Dilution of coins or tokens, and they missay tokens. It's not tokens, it's a coin. It's got its own blockchain, right? Unlimited supply. I just hear all this stuff, and I'm just like, look at it, it's still number 9. And if you're so concerned about all that, right, and you're not going to have this, like, solid asset that is going to increase, steadily increase over time, well, then just go buy Bitcoin, right? If you're going to complain. If you don't understand what Dogecoin is and what Dogecoin is about, maybe you shouldn't be buying it. It's not an investment. Now, a lot of people just want the price to go up. Yeah, I get that, right? There's always going to be a part of that. But Dogecoin is so much more than that. So what's happening here? The price is struggling, right? Near key support. That's what Dogecoin does for long periods of time until it has its own catalyst. Otherwise, it's just going to follow the crypto market up and down. And on the downside, as I've shown on the reds, right, the red days, Dogecoin always falls at a little higher or more, right, than Bitcoin does comparatively. But on the green days, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin, and especially if there is a catalyst specifically for Doge. That's been my narrative all along, and over time, that has proven to be true. But for now, Dogecoin slipped back into focus. Broader crypto market continues to consolidate. So Bitcoin, Ethereum remain range-bound. Doge has underperformed, which is what it always does during red periods. So price is hovering near an important support zone. The next few moves could be critical for Doge. So this all just talks about this 12.5 to 13 cent range where Dogecoin is right now. And the price analysis isn't going to show much different, particularly as we have 3 red months in a row following the October 10th flash crash, which you see even on this little diagram, you see that big red wick going down to 9.5 cents. That's what we had. Market looking pretty bearish, right? Pretty bearish. That's what it says right there. So where do we go and what are the scenarios? 2 scenarios. 1, support holds, base formation. If 13 cents continues to hold this support, right now we're at 12.3 or so. It's really kind of a 12.1 base, maybe a wick down again to 11.99, 11.97. We'll probably see that at some point in time, as I've shown, because Bitcoin will probably have a little dip as well to take out more long leverage trades. That's how the crypto moves in the slow consolidation markets. But if this continues to hold, Doge could form a short-term base. In this scenario, a gradual recovery toward 14.5 to 16 cents becomes possible, especially if broader market sentiment improves and Bitcoin stabilizes. However, this would likely be a relief move, right? Not the start of a full trend reversal. Because overall, if you're looking at the 4-year cycles, and this is a bear market that we've already entered, again, I've been talking about this relief rally to come and how that might come. We'll talk about in just a minute. Scenario 2 is the support fails and there's a deeper pullback. We just go deeper into a bear because nothing's happening right now, right? We're all anticipating all of these great things coming forward, and it's not happening yet. So a decisive breakdown would expose Doge to a move toward the 12 to 11 cent demand zone. Stronger historical buying interest is expected then. Failure to hold that region could keep Doge range bound for an extended period. So again, I will be doing my price prediction on Thursday, so look for that. Again, we've got the bullish case. Doge regains momentum alongside a broader market recovery, and we could even see Dogecoin come up to 20 to 25 cents. We'll talk about that in a minute. Bearish to neutral, yeah, we could end the sort of 10 cent to 12 cent, most likely 11, but then 9.5 is that like bottom of bear market target that I've got if Doge continues to go down. Trader Allen is like, look, Doge has been in this descending triangle for the month of December, and here we are right now, the two scenarios. Now, of course, the third, right? A, B, C could be, it just kind of bleeds out sideways, right? And just kind of chops around, right? Doesn't necessarily have to go up or down. That could be, like, let's choose not A or B, but let's choose C and go sideways. John Carter reminds us only 2 more days left, today and tomorrow, for X Money. The X Money account still says launching in 2025, and here we are, right near the end of the year. Now, of course, Elon posted like a while ago, well, launched internally, right? So he says, well, it launched, and he still could be relying on that. I don't know, are they going to flick the switch here on New Year's Eve and just say, yes, let's launch X Money, X payments to everybody on X, or at least in the United States, right? We'll have access to it, because I don't know if they can do that internationally yet. We'll see how that plays out. Kazua Trading says, look, Doge, perfect bottoming as planned. Next is 20 cent Doge. He says, give it 150 days, near 2x gains. And I'm like, well, this could accelerate, right? This kind of move could accelerate if X Money launches, I believe. Even though Dogecoin isn't going to be on it, right? It's not going to be integrated into X payments, X Money, like on day one. We don't see that. We see that there's hints that we're getting of crypto integration, but that could be something that's written in the code and isn't available on day one. Of course, with Visa involved, it could be more stable coins than Doge. But Elon, I mean, he could find a way to get Doge in there somehow. We'll be watching for that. That could accelerate the price, and that could be the relief rally, and maybe it happens here. Maybe it happens here in January. You get the big move up, because that's how Dogecoin trades. I mean, we go and we look at these other moves, right? Before October 10th, we had these big accelerated moves of Doge. That's how Doge moves when it goes up. It's these short periods of time, and it goes vertical. Short periods of time. We had that in July. We had it again in September. That is the kind of move Dogecoin makes. So this is the right fractal here. But this could move to the left, I believe, if X Money starts up. Doge OS is going to launch, probably January, February timeframe. I don't think that's going to have the same kind of immediate impact, but we'll be watching that. And just remember, Dogecoin is the eternal king of meme coins. Despite a wild 2025 ride with political drama and market dips, Doge held the crown as the #1 meme coin by market cap. Renewed hype from endorsements, ETF speculation, mainstream adoption kept it resilient, proving why it's the OG that survives every cycle. From joke to blue chip meme status, much wow in 2025. What do you think Doge hits in 2026? I'd like to hear your opinion too, of what you think about the Dogecoin, not only its price, but, I mean, do we really have mainstream adoption yet? No, we don't. That's going to be a long building thing. I think Doge OS is going to give utility. Again, we'll be talking about all this on the 2026 price prediction video. But I want to hear what you think now about these two scenarios, bearish or bullish, how you're feeling as we're getting to the close of 2025. That Doge just went up over 1240. So, little bits, right? We get the little bits here and we're like, okay, all right, we can do this. let's take a look at some Doge price action coming back up. See whether we have some green days today. So let me know in the comments below again. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.